you see yourself as, people don't see you that way all the time. There's only a select few times people see you as who you see yourself. You just don't know who you could be for other people. That's why it's important to get in your bag, because your bag is not necessarily just for you. It's your bag, but what you take out of it is for other people, right? Sobriety isn't all the time just like not doing drugs. It's more so being in your natural state, being okay with who you are and how you present yourself. You have so many people on this earth, and you have the things that make you unique. So I seen another event. It was a jam session over by District 7 Tavern. It was a jam session, meaning like you just go and you play or you sing. And I'm like, I'm feeling it. I'm like, yo, I gotta do this. And you know, I've been practicing. I got something, you know what I mean? As a musician, the closer someone looks to constipation is the closer you are to understanding how good you are to a musician. If someone's like, good job, you know they don't really like it. If they're like, oh, that tells you that you are doing something absolutely right. So the night goes on, but this place got some real deal hitters. There's this guy who looked like Bob Ross mixed with Patrick Swayze fused together. He had this saxophone and he was just shredding, just doodle going crazy. And I'm just like, there's no way I'm gonna go on stage. This man does it. He was born with a saxophone attached to him. He could just play it. He knows it. Doesn't matter what key signature. It doesn't matter what tempo. He was going. And the piano player, that was really feeding off the piano. He would change the song, right? Because they're just jamming. And so they just picked it up. Right? Going crazy. The drummers, right? The bassist was nasty, right? Just running, just going crazy. And then they stopped. It was like, all right, y'all, we got our band, and I know some of you guys are out there. We just gonna do something. You come up. There was a line. There was like, all right, they'll tap the person on the shoulder, be like, all right, my turn. And so they'll just switch. And that's how it goes. You just go up there, the piano player plays something, drummer starts playing something, bassist following along, and you know, there was saxophonists that came, right? They started playing, they started shredding, and you know, singers, just different singers. Literally anybody in that building, they were all musicians. And I'm like, dude, I had like this identity crisis. Do I belong here? And this dude, I promise you, he was a shaman, is what I said. He looked at me because he heard me playing earlier. He was like, go up there. I was like, he was like, He was like, just stand up there. I was like, he was like, go. I was like, okay, geez. All right, so I went. I go up there. I went through the whole night. I stayed up for like probably like 4 or 5 songs, maybe more. And when I left the stage, I was like, you know, whatever. And dude, the guy who told me to go on stage, he was like, yeah, he didn't even say anything audibly that made sense. I was like, really? He was like, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I understood that, right? And so I was just like, okay. And then another dude, he just followed me on Instagram. He was like, dude, you was good last night. I was like, yeah, I need to practice. He was like, I couldn't tell. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, you know, keep going. And another dude, he was like, dude, man, you got something. You got something, I promise. And he was like, rah, rah, rah. I was like, you speak that too? He was like, rah, rah, right? And I'm like, okay, dang, that's cool. So yeah, all that to say is, when you dive into your bag, there's people who could probably really hate what you just did. There's probably people in there that's like, I don't want him to come back. But you just don't know, you know, until you do it. And once you start doing things creatively, that's when you feel more established within yourself. Like, I created this thing, I know what I need to do to get better, or honestly, just to enjoy it. That's a part of the Shaw principles. Your natural self is being okay with your natural self. Humanity, sharing yourself to other people, because you can be okay with yourself, but then you go to other people, you're just shy, right? And then artistry. Artistry is not just creating things per se, it's just how you express yourself. Some people do it through music, some people do it through talking. There's different modes of communication, but you got to do that. Those 3 principles are so important. That's how I got in my bag this week, and I really hope that you get in your bag this week, today, real soon. All right, that's all I gotta say. Peace out, everybody.